So in verse 7, it introduces the idea of the marriage of the Lamb. So can you explain more about this verse and what this marriage represents?
Yeah, so the image of a marriage relationship is not new, obviously, to Revelation or the New Testament. It goes back to the Old Testament, especially the book of Isaiah, that portrays the relationship between God and his people as a husband to a bride. But also along with that, the image of unfaithfulness, the image of adultery that you get even in Revelation. The idea is they have, people have been unfaithful to their relationship to the Lord. And so now what we find in chapter, and here it might be helpful to read it in light of the rest of the New Testament. For example, in Ephesians 5, you find Paul referring to the relationship between Christ and his church as a bridegroom and his bride. And so one way to look at it, I think, is right now we could see it as kind of a period of engagement, which they would have taken that way more seriously in the first century than we do. You don't break that off like we can. We kind of see engagement as a testing period mainly, and more than that. But it can be ended. But that it was taken a lot more seriously. So it could be. It'd be possible to see that right now it's at a period of an engagement, and then at the coming of Christ, we will then the marriage. That's the marriage ceremony. The marriage will be solidified and consummated, and we'll celebrate the marriage supper of the Lamb in joyful celebration of the result of the long period of engagement has now come to its conclusion with finally the bride and bridegroom. We'd say, and here they exchange their vows, and the wedding is finally comes to pass. The marriage is finally solidified and consummated, and that's kind of what's happening now in chapter 19.